be about the weight loss side of the cleanse. Yes, that's a fantastic side effect of this cleanse, but I want it to be really about actually what does the cleanse do. So we really enjoyed our 9 days. I started the Couch to 5K running program during my cleanse. On Monday, on the last day of my cleanse, we did just under 3 miles, 3 minutes running, 3 minutes walk, repeating that 4 times. So not a lot for some people, but for me that's a real achievement. And to have made that progression on the cleanse just shows that actually, you know, you can keep up with your exercise regime. If you exercise an awful lot, really hardcore, then you might want to reduce that slightly, but you know, that's the kind of stuff that we can chat about if you wanted to give the cleanse a go and if you exercise lots and lots. So my husband, I was quite unsure about how he would be on the 9 days, because he is very much someone that if he doesn't get fed at set meal times, he really struggles and moans a lot that he's hungry and he needs food, and he feels poorly and he feels shaky and he feels wobbly. So I was a little bit worried as to how he might be. I've got lots of belief in the cleanse from doing it previously, but I was a little bit unsure at how he might be. So day 1 is one of the hardest days, and he did go to bed a little bit earlier because he didn't want, you know, to be up and not be having a beer or picking at some food. But the rest of the 8 days, he's been really fantastic. You know, we've been out with friends that have had the odd beer. He's not been tempted. We went out with the footy parents after my son's football match, and they had drinks, and, you know, we could have had a massive pizza, but we stayed within the 600 calorie dinner allowance. So he's done a really, really good job, and he's really pleased, and will be continuing with the follow-on programs. He's quite slim, so for him it was actually really about cleansing his body and taking control over the amount of food and alcohol that he consumes. You know, kind of breaking that habit, breaking the cycle of eating out, having a beer, eating out, having a beer. So now I'll just go through what's in the box. So in the box you get this booklet that, sorry, my dog is just snoozing behind me, that goes through how the cleanse works. So never feel worried. The booklet is here to guide you through. It's a little bit like a diary. If you're on our VIP customer page on Facebook, or if you're not and want to be, please just ask. But actually in the files section of that private group, there's a PDF version of this brochure. So please do have a look if you want to have a little read through. So it says right at the beginning, what can you expect over the next 9 days? You'll look better and feel better. You'll also begin to feel lighter and more energised as you prove you can take control of your appetite and see your body begin to change. And I think that's really what it's about. You know, I have lots of people that come to me that are on various slimming programs, or perhaps aren't even on a slimming program, but have just got a little bit stuck, or they have got into the cycle like Rob and myself. Sorry, my screen's just gone off. Like Rob and myself, of being really busy at work, really busy with the kids, and having lots of takeouts and a glass of wine. So it's really about kind of kick-starting a healthy living regime and cleansing your body. So what's in the box is, we've got the famous aloe vera drinking gel. For those of you that don't know how to take it, I've done a video on how to take it, so please just ask. It's aloe, it's pure aloe, so yes, of course it's going to be a little bit planty, but it's just a couple of shots. Stick it in the fridge, it's fine, cool. Give it a shake. You can squeeze some lemon or lime into it, and it'll go down easy enough. You will soon get used to the taste. So there are two of these, just to make sure that I'm going through everything. We've got the Forever Light Ultra Shake here. You can get in vanilla or chocolate. The chocolate is gorgeous with hazelnut milk. It tastes just like Nutella. The vanilla is also super popular because you can mix fruit with it. So we have a list of free foods that I'll go through in just a minute, but you can mix fruit with it to give it a variety of taste. It's 25 grams of soy protein. If you're unsure exactly what is meant by soy protein, simply Google it. It is my preferred protein to take. And on day 1 and day 2, you have 1 scoop of that, and from day 3 onwards, you'll be having 2 scoops. It's very healthy, very, very good for you. I can share the ingredients with you so you can see exactly what's in it, but it is used by a lot of pro athletes, and I've got people that use it that are really into their sports and fitness as a protein shake post workouts. That is really, really fantastic. It's very filling, and you can change the amount of calories that you would consume by having it depending on whether you mix it with water or milk and what kind of milk. We've got this, obviously, which I'll show you. You've got a tape measure to measure yourself, because it's all about inch as well, not just weight loss. You've got your shot glass for your aloe. You've got your shaker, so you've got your fit shaker here. So this is what, you know, if you were going to work and wanted to have a lunchtime shake, you'd fill this up with your water or your milk, and you'd put your scoop of shake in here, put this on the bottom and put the lid on, and then when you go to take it at work, you simply unscrew it, you pop the shake into the milk, put the lid on and give it a mix, and you're good to go. So that's the shaker, and we've got the supplements. Now, the supplements you used to get in a container, but they've made it really easy with this Clean9. So you can see here, they pop out just like any, you know, kind of painkillers that you might take. So you've actually got on it here, breakfast, lunch and dinner. So for breakfast, you've got 2 Garcinia and 1 Therm. For lunch, 2 Garcinia for 1 Therm, and for dinner, 2 Garcinia. And you can see at the back what they look like, and you would simply just tear it off and just take the bit that you need into work. So it's really easy. And also in here, you've got your fibre gels, which are just helpful, I think, if people dramatically are changing their diet. You know, it can affect how things are working inside. This is just to help all that stays. It should be, sorry, my screen's gone dark again. Clearly don't know how to use a mat, hey. Right, so that's those. And pop those up here. You get a brochure going through various other programmes that are available. And the C9 clearly details what you do on day 1 and day 2, which are what you might call your fasting days, although you're not quite fasting. And then you've got from day 3 onwards. So on days 1 and 2 for breakfast, you've got your Garcinia, aloe vera to drink and a Therm. For snack, you're going to have a drink and your fibre gel. For lunch, 2 Garcinia, aloe gel and a Therm and your shake. And then for dinner, 2 Garcinia, your aloe gel, and for evening, an aloe gel. And lots of water. So that might seem quite hard, but I can promise you it is only 2 days. If you find the right 2 days and you've got distractions, you will be okay. You really will be. You won't starve because you'll have fat stores in your body that you will use. And from day 3 through to 9, you're doing similar, but you're also having a shake for breakfast, far less aloe, only having aloe in the morning. And you're having a 600 calorie, oh, the dog's actually snoring next to me. Can you see her? I don't know if you can hear her, but she's snoring really loudly. And a 600 calorie meal, which for men, they would have 800 calories. That's actually quite a large meal. And neither Rob nor myself found that we were having less for dinner than we might normally have already had. So there's no problems there at all. There's recipe shake ideas. There's also a list of free foods. So free foods that you can have from day 1. I'm not going, which way do I go? I'm not going to read them out to you, but you can see them there. And again, they're on the file section in the VIP customer group. You can actually make plates of vegetables and salads and fruit salads with them. There's some 600 calorie meal ideas. You've also got some on the VIP group, and you can search for them in Google. It tells you about the exercise that you can take on days 1 and 2. That'll be minimal, obviously, because you're having a lower calorie intake. And then days 3 to 9, It's got a daily planner, a little bit like a diary for you to keep record of what you're doing, what exercise you're doing, to tick that you've had the different things for breakfast, snack, lunch and dinner. A place to put your weight down. What else have we got in here? It's got frequently asked questions. So how much weight can I expect to lose on the C9? The amount of weight you will lose during the C9 programme depends on your baseline factors, including your starting weight and what your lifestyle was like when you began the programme. It says, will I feel hungry? You may feel hungry, especially during the first 2 days. This is normal. However, the sensation of hunger should subside. Visit the free foods section as I showed you. What is Garcinia? Garcinia cambogia is a small pumpkin-shaped fruit that contains a compound known as hydroxycitric acid. So what Garcinia is really designed to do is it helps suppress your appetite and boost your metabolism. So it is a natural supplement. It's not a magic or miracle cure, but that's what it does. Talks about why you need protein, why you need to drink at least 8 glasses of water per day. And that's about it really. But again, the VIP group gives far more information. There's also information on there about how the fibre works, how the therm works, more about how the Garcinia works, what's in the shakes and why they are so healthy. You know, 2 of your shakes a day, you get your recommended daily allowance of nutrients. So what's in them that, you know, that makes that happen? Why is aloe so good for you? And also people's before and after pictures, people's testimonials. There's loads going on there just now. People are sharing ideas, sharing tips. I just find it really, really useful when I'm on there, to be honest. So any questions that you've got, don't hesitate to ask. I've got some before and after pictures of my cleanse, which I'm trying to pluck up the courage to share because the before pictures are pretty horrific. I think there may have even been a point of taking the photos when Rob said, "Are you sure you're not pregnant?" That's how bloated I think my stomach was at that point. So I'll pluck up the courage to share those with you. But please remember the other side effects of the cleanse. So actually I find it really helps with my hair. So I've got quite long hair, quite thick hair. So it helps keep it in good condition. I always drink the aloe anyway to help with my hair. Oh God, the cat's joining us now as well. All the animals, clearly. I find it helps with my skin. It helps with my energy levels. As you can see herself, it's crazy. All that kind of stuff. So please, it is just, you know, it is far, far more than a weight management program. That's actually hilarious. In addition to that, people seem to think that it is a fad diet. I can assure you this is not a diet, hence the fact it's a 9-day short, sharp, break the habit program. Okay, you're actually going to be on between, depending on what milk you use, 1,000 and 1,200 calories, and that's not far off at all what you should be on as a woman to lose weight. So if you go onto the NHS website and use their BMI tracker and calculate with that, or even MyFitnessPal, how many calories you need to take to lose weight, it will likely be around the 1,200 mark. So providing you continue with a healthy eating regime, working out by your BMI how many calories you should need to either maintain weight or lose weight, then you won't be putting that weight back on. The weight will go back on if you go back to an unhealthy lifestyle that you were doing previously before. When I first did my cleanse 2 years ago prior to the wedding, I lost a lot of weight and kept it off for a long, long time up until my car crash. So yeah, absolutely, you know, if you're not going to move and stuff your mouth with food, the weight will go back on. If you continue a healthy lifestyle regime, you won't put that weight back on and you'll actually be able to use more. As I said before, but just to repeat myself, the NHS website, MyFitnessPal, there's actually a Forever Fit website where you can work out what your BMI is and how many calories you should be having to lose or maintain or gain weight, if that's what you're trying to do, excuse me. So have a look there, watch out for my photos, and I really hope that this helped you understand what exactly our cleansing program is about. So I will see